Good morning, student. Today we will study about class Reptilia, that is general characteristics of class Reptilia. The class Reptilia include the member of animals that are cold-blooded, that is usually scaly vertebrates with a right and left aortic arch, a single occipital condyle, and a pulmonary respiration. The ovum is large and meroblastic, and the embryo has an amnion or the allantois, that is the embryonic membranes are present. Okay. The name reptilia refers to the mode of locomotion, that is in Latin word the reptilia is a rapper or the raptum, that means to creep or crawl. Okay. And the study of reptiles is called as a herpetology, that is herpeton means reptiles. So now we will see which are the different animals that belong to the class Reptilia. The class Reptilia are classified under kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, subphylum Vertebrate, and the class Reptilia. Then crocodiles, draco, then lizards, snails, turtles, and tortoises. Okay. So now we will see the different general characteristics of the class Reptilia. As I already said, class Reptilia include the members of animals which are cold-blooded. The cold-blooded animals also refers to the poikilothermic or ectothermic or the heterothermic, means the animal that are not capable to regulate their body temperature according to the temperature of their surrounding. Okay. And this organism are refers to the cold-blooded animals or poikilothermic or ectothermy or heterothermy. There are different nomenclature. Okay, so don't get confused with it. Poikilothermics or ectothermic or the heterothermy uh, is the same. Okay, that means the animal that are not capable of regulating their body temperature, thus their body temperature will get fluctuated as they move from one environment to another environment, and thus they can't survive at the extreme temperature. Okay, next point is the body is divisible into head, neck, trunk, and tail, and the whole body will be covered by a horny scales or the squids. Okay, the squids are the somewhat spiny skin like. Okay, and this the body will be dry, having a dry skin. Okay, then the limbs are tetrapodous. What do you mean by limbs are tetrapodous? Means they are paired. So tetrapodous means tetra means four and podous means limbs. Okay, pair. So it will be having a two pairs of limbs or poda. Okay, with the pentadactyly type. Pentadactyly type means the toes that is having a 5 fingers or toes on each limbs. Okay, and each toes will be end up in the or the digits will be having a horny claws. Okay, however these limbs are absent in some lizards and in some snakes, okay, not in some snakes, in snakes the limbs are absent. Okay, then the mouth is terminal. Second point is the mouth is terminal with the jaw having a simple conical teeth. So mouth is terminal. Mouth is terminal means mouth is placed or opens at the anterior end of the head with the upper and lower jaws equal. Okay, then the jaws are provided with the simple conical teeth, and teeth are replaced by the horny beak in turtles and tortoises. Okay, so turtle and tortoises will be having a no in the turtles and tortoises the teeth will be modified into or replaced by the horny beak. Okay, then the skin is dried, cornified, and ends are absent. So this is one of the important characteristics of that is the skin is dry. Being the dry skin, it forms a thick scales that protects the body, okay, and thus the skin glands are absent. The next point is endoskeleton. Endoskeleton means, endo means internal, so internal skeleton is bony, okay, and skull with single median occipital condyle with interclavicle is T-shaped, okay. So what is skull with the single median occipital condyle? The occipital condyle is a round, or it is a projection that around surrounding the posterior end of the skull, which articulates with the first cervical vertebra, okay, that is a neck, okay. So occipital condyle in the reptiles is single, and the interclavicle is T-shaped. So interclavicle is a bone that is located between the clavix or the collar bone, and it will be in a T-shaped, okay. Then the mandible with many pieces and articulates with the cranium through the chondrite through the chondrate bone, okay. So this mandibles are in the reptiles, the mandibles are lower jaw in a which is the bone that forms a lower part of the skull, and that surrounds or it is along with the maxilla. Maxilla means upper jaw. So mandible will be also called as a lower jaw, which is the bone that surrounds the lower part of the skull, and it along with the maxilla, that is the upper jaw, and it will be articulated with the cranium through the chondrate bone. This chondrate bone is a skull bone, which is which is found in the most tetrapods, that connects to the